After handling thousands of private jet flights over the years, we've seen every mistake passengers make, and I'm here to help you not make those same mistakes. Don't let your $800 pants cost you $5,000 on your next private jet trip. So one of the things we've seen, people wear these really dark stained blue jeans. And the problem with that is that when you get on an airplane, especially in the summer when it's hot and you sit on these really nice stained leather seats, that ink transfers. And when it transfers onto the seats, we can't get it out. And it costs us thousands of dollars to re-dye the seats. And we've seen this so many times where guests will wear these like really cool, very expensive designer jeans, but it transfers that ink onto the seat, and we've got to send them a cleaning bill that is not pretty. I mean, it can be up to $5,000. The cabins on our private jets are meant to be a private space, and they're meant to be very comfortable. And it's, we try and create a nurturing environment. We want it to be as welcoming as possible. We want our guests to feel like they're at home. And part of that is what you wear in the airplane. So we always encourage our guests, when you come on the airplane, just dress comfortable. Wear your favorite hoodie, your favorite sweatpants, some nice comfortable slippers, and some socks, and just relax and enjoy the cabin. This should be the least stressful part of your journey. Getting in the airplane and just being comfortable and welcoming. Think of it like your living room. We want our guests to feel like they're in their own space at home. Here we are at one of our Global 5000 aircraft. It's a large cabin, long-range aircraft. It's got a fairly big baggage hold, but it's still very limited. So my advice to private flyers as it relates to baggage is bring small bags, but more of them. When you look, this is an example of what to bring. This is an example of what not to bring. When you have these huge roller bags that are meant to be checked on the airlines, it's really difficult to fit a lot on the airplane. When you have these smaller bags, we can fit them in more places and we can actually get more on the airplane. So rather than choose one of these big roller bags, choose 2 or 3 of these smaller bags. You can actually bring more stuff on your flight and you can actually get more in the airplane. And by the way, these are really heavy and pilots have to load and unload these bags. So here we are in the baggage hold of a Global 5000, which is a pretty big baggage hold. And as you can see, I put these 3 roller bags here on the shelf and they fit there. It's built for these. Nice and tight here. We can actually put another layer of bags here. I can fit 3 more bags here. So in this small space, I can actually fit 6 bags. And you see these big rollers, they don't fit anywhere. They just don't, they're not built to go in these airplanes. The smaller the bag is, the more we can take. And by the way, bringing hanging bags is ideal for not only us as the private jet provider, as the pilots, but also for you as the traveler, because now we can hang these and they won't get wrinkled. They can arrive at your destination fresh. We can grab this and put it in the lav, and you can get dressed en route. So if you are in your sweatpants and you're relaxed and comfortable, but you want to get dressed up, you can do it in the airplane. If you're ordering catering for your next private jet trip, then you don't want to make this mistake. So when you think about the catering service on a private jet, you have to understand what we're dealing with in a private jet. We're 45,000 feet. We can't run out to the market. It's whatever's on the airplane is on the airplane. And when you work with us to set up the catering, we know your level of expectations and we can make sure that we have everything on board to accommodate that. And then when you look at the galley size and what we're actually working with, what our cabin attendants are actually working with to prep and serve the food, it's a very small environment. It's a tight, cramped space. They're usually in the front of the airplane. The pilots are flying, and there is a small sink. There's a tiny prep area. There's a small oven, and they're just very, very limited on space. Even storage is a problem. So when you have big groups of people, it can be really challenging to give this amazing Michelin star level service on a plate-by-plate basis. The alternatives are serving it family style, putting out a buffet, and prearranging all of these things that we can actually make the experience amazing for our guests without causing delays. The last thing you want is one plate of food to come out for the guests 1 and 2, and then 30 minutes later it's coming out for guests 10 and 12. We want to be able to make sure that you get the best experience possible with a given group size on the airplane. When it comes to in-flight entertainment on private jets, it can be really inconsistent. We always encourage our guests to bring their own entertainment. If they have all of their movies on their laptop or their iPad or their iPhone, bring that with you. Be prepared to bring your own media, whether it's on your laptop, an iPad, download stuff. Wi-Fi can be somewhat inconsistent. All of these airplanes are equipped a little bit different as it relates to Wi-Fi. Some are great at streaming. If you have the latest and greatest, like Starlink installed in the airplane, you're not have to worry about it. You can stream everything and you have access to pretty much unlimited entertainment. But some of the older systems don't really support streaming. So we always encourage our guests, when they fly on a private jet, bring entertainment. Download your movies. Make sure you're ready to, have all of your in-flight entertainment set up on your own equipment. And finally, let's talk about ground transportation. When you're flying on a private jet, it seems like a minor detail, but it can make a huge difference at the end of the trip. And allowing us to coordinate ground transportation is always best practice. We know where the airplane's gonna be. We know how to access the aircraft. We can have the car waiting for you plane side for you. It really is an important part of the journey. We don't want the last mile of your journey to ruin your trip. Whether it's your first private jet flight or your 50th, we hope some of these tips can make your experience smoother, better, and more efficient. If you want more behind the scenes insights into private aviation, stick around, we have more coming.
This is a Kilo Bravo Media production.